How's everyone doing on a fine time that you're watching this video? Everything's up and running. Good to go. Sick. Happy. Cool. Hey everyone. Tuesday night. I wanted to try to get a stream in on Tuesdays as well as Thursdays and Saturdays. Yeah, busy day. I'm like coming off a really good hard-working day and I just want to relax, paint some minis, and I want to stream. Hey, for everyone on VOD, if you like this content, this content is brought to you by the backers of Fables, patreon.com/FablesD20. If you want to support the channel, head on over there. Links in the description. If you want to hang out after the video or after this stream, head over to Discord. Link also in the description below. Hey chat, how's it going? Nova, how you doing? I'll try to adjust my mic so that way when I look at chat, you hear me better. How smart. Also, I can move chat more into my eye line. That would help. Cool. That there. Oh, good. Yeah, we're gonna be painting some goblins today. Try to get further on this goblin army. Cracking my knuckles, if that irritates you, I'm sorry. But it felt really nice. Alright, I'm gonna head on over and switch. Yes. Look at what we got going on. Alright. Got some extras in here. So for those who haven't seen... Whoop, that mini's gone forever. People who have not seen my paintings before. One, here's a dragon that I painted. My finger. Get some focus. Right? That's one, my dragon. And then I got a goblin. Yeah, and I'm gonna be working on my goblins. So I have a whole set here for those who need the context. Whole set of goblins, different positions. I got Pike, guard, archers, swords, warriors, axe warriors, shaman. I got a king, and I got this crazy crab metal king guy. So, working on them all roughly at the same time. So I'm doing a batch painting. So I primed them all green. I went over a few brown passes. As you can see, some of them have brown on them. Not all. Yeah, all of them have brown. And then I'm currently doing my white pass, and I did my bronze pass already. You dragon, get on out of here. You've been painted. Let's line these up. Cool. So yeah, that looks nicer. Oh yeah. Yeah, and the whole process is just do a pass on each one at a time, and then just get the whole collection further. The whites are actually going to be washed purple, and I'm hoping to get to that phase today. All right, something came in the mail. What is it? Oh, only one. Wait, what? I ordered more than one. It's a cloth. That's all it is. If you want to find out where I got these minis, there is a link in the description below for 10% off for the soldiers, and then the two versions of the king are also linked down below. There we go. What's in this box? Goblin. I might know what's this. I might know what this is. Oh boy. I don't have a knife in front. Oh, I do have I have a sharp object. The blade is facing down. That's why I'm cutting towards myself, because it's perfectly safe. There we go. All right. There we go. We can see the box in the far corner behind my head. All right, what do we got? Oh, peanuts. Oh, what's this? Oh, snap. I'll reveal that in a hot second. I got so many boxes under my desk right now because Reaper sent me a bunch of minis to help with what's coming up on the Fables of Refuge campaign. It's a bit out of focus. There we go. Thank you, band thingy. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the address. So these peanuts. I'm just gonna put it on my lap for a hot second. I'm gonna go out of focus and just grab it. Hard lining it up for the camera. Oh yeah. Ho 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 ho. What weird timing. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, gotta reveal that one too. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys and gals, and everyone in between. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. Let me go to. All right. So, on Etsy, the Goblin Soldiers come from Mr. Spider Miniatures. Links down below. And so I ordered originally 2 sets of these goblins, and that's why we have so many. But then after I opened them, I was like, I want more. And I ordered another set. And they just showed up. So I have 2 more archers, 1 hooded, 1 not. 2 more swordsmen. I got 2 pike guard, 1 shaman, and 1 axe that need priming, brown pass and white pass, and copper, bronze, whatever it is. So, yeah, I have. Oh man, let me just. This is the wrong camera to be on. Oh. So, you can see some of the original, how they actually kind of looked before I primed them. So that's what these primed green minis looked like when I first got them. Nova, how long does this take for you to paint them, though? Normally, I can paint a couple minis in like a couple hours if I'm really going for it, and it still looks pretty good. Crazy cats. These have been taking a while, and I've been like I've been trying to not touch these goblins when I'm not on camera. So Mr. Spider Miniatures does something special whenever you order a second time from his Etsy store or their Etsy store. They will toss in some extra minis for you. So what did I get? I got a sick wolf. Let me just bring it up to you. I got a pretty sick wolf. Oh yeah. And I got a troll. I was hoping to get a few of these too. And I got one for free as a bonus. So excited. So cool. So happy. So great. The goblin, Daydam Minis, the goblins are from Lost Adventures. Are they? That's cool. I like how these look. They feel right. They feel goblin-y to me. Knock Knock Ace. Hey Cmike, I wanted to tell you that I love the show. Thank you so much. Recently, whenever you ask if Julius can cast a spell during dialogue, I get so nervous. Hey, Julius, both I and Julius are nervous too. Daydam Minis. Yep, what was it called? Lost Adventures. Okay, yeah. So the Lost Adventures was a Kickstarter. You printed a troop of them. Yeah, they are amazing. I really like these. So let's jump into it. We're a little in here. We're about 12 minutes in. So where did we leave off? We had some whites to do. So this archer wasn't whited. We got white to put on a shaman, and we have white to put on the pike guard. So we're going to start with the archer, and then we're going to go through the pike guard, and then we'll land on the archer, shaman. I don't think there's any purple that I want on this bad boy. My Goblin King variant. But I do want this Goblin King to have a purple cape, so I'm going to put white on their cape. Cool. Whew. Got music playing in the background. Got the rain. Got some tavern in the back. It's all good. Got an Oreo cookie for good luck. My teeth are gonna get so black. Oreos. If any of you know anything bad about Oreos, don't tell me. Okay. Oh, quick. I have a primer just came in the mail. I bought Army Painter's Barbarian Flesh primer. I got that because I have a massive mini that I'm going to be painting. Today's Tuesday. Thursday evening at 7 p.m. my time, so roughly around the same time I started here. And I got a massive mini that needs priming, and it's probably going to take up this entire desk. I might have to move all the cameras just to shoot it. Can't wait. Super excited. Let's see. What do I need? I need white. I'm gonna read chat in a hot second. Need white. Let's just stick with white for a hot second. And yeah, we're using this brush. These brushes. So I have these. I think they should be linked down below. They're not. I'm gonna fix that. They're linked down below for YouTube. For Twitch, I'll post the link in a hot second. Copy. Edit. Cool. So everyone on YouTube, just go ahead and refresh the stream, and down below in the description, you'll see these brushes. They're the cheap good brushes. And for Twitch, there you go, it's in chat. Yeah, so I spent like $16 on a pack of 50 of these number 8 brushes. And they have been helpful. Where is my... This is my spot. Cool. And these are just... The reason why I'm using cheap brushes is because this is not detailed work yet. This is just bust through it, get to the end kind of thing. The type of paint that I use is pretty much entirely Army Painter. It's because I bought a kit when I started, and I have to keep matching my colors. I haven't tried any other painting brand. I almost tried another, but then Jess and Jarrett had to pick up some of the hundreds of minis that I have laying under my desk so that way we get something done. And they took my Citadel primer, so I don't know. I'm still on Army Painter. Well, that's nice. I'm just complimenting my own photography. Let's see. This one. Okay. And I'm just gonna tilt up a bit. There we go. I don't think you can see it well enough. So give me a second. Yeah, I think that's nice. And focus. Focus. Cool. I know, it's a massive mini. It's a bigature. Okay, so get all of the cloth. As I start painting, I realize my home is super hot and warm because I don't have an AC. And my fan is in the other room. I have a very specific silent fan that can be used when recording. A little wet. Let's see. the downside of the cheap brushes is it's very easy to get sloppy. Cool, I got the feet, the wrists, and now its little neck. So yeah, it's a busy week for me, but I'm gonna try. This week is a big test run for trying to stream the days that I want for painting. I mostly want to stream on Tuesday evenings, Monday or Tuesday, depending on the day, and then Thursday evening, and then Saturday mornings. Speaking in Pacific Standard Time, ideally in the evenings it would be around 7 o'clock. Obviously we started a bit late, so I'm probably just going to aim for like 8 o'clock from now on. And Saturday mornings around 10 a.m. Feels right to me. I'm gonna try to do that schedule. I'm gonna work super hard to keep that schedule up. And if you wanted to be notified when I stream, you just head over to the Discord. Am I getting better at plugs? Is that what's happening? Makes it look like he's on a castle. Hey, heck yeah. Okay. Cool. Great. All right. That archer is done. We're moving on to the pike guard. And if you missed the previous streams for the goblins, for combat, each set of the goblins, I actually have their own different mechanics, which is pretty fun. Like Pike Guard, for example. when you enter the threatened space, which is 10 feet rather than 5 feet, they get an attack of opportunity on your turn. So yeah, I've customized the mechanics for all these little goblins. Yeah, I didn't want to grab white. I distracted myself. Focus. Leather. Is it leather that I want? Yeah. What's your opinion on kobolds? I haven't run kobolds yet. I'm a fan of goblins and skeletons as my go-to monsters. Goblins, I think it's just the type of fantasy I grew up on. I just like, goblins are awesome. And I know Jarrett, the DM for Fables of Refuge, he loves kobolds. Yeah, I haven't done much with kobolds. I know we did a one-shot with kobolds. But to me, they're just like the goblins of lizard and dragon folk. So, I'll probably get a kobold set eventually. But I think I'll get skeletons first. Okay. Sweet. That's patched up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Kobold one-shot was a lot of fun. We got the top knot. Sure. Focus. There we go. Okay, so the Pike guard wears some wicked, I think, leather bracelets, and I messed up. I should have put brown on that, but they have these types of cloth clothing versus like leather armor. So their entire like tunic is going to be painted white to be shaded into purple. Looks pretty nice. sloppy. I wet my brush to like absorb some of that sloppy paint off. And I'm just drying it with my hand bit by bit to get it off. That's better. I'll do a little patchwork on the green pass, but it'll be fine. They have a shirt underneath. I don't know what color it's supposed to be. How long is this stream going to be? Let's say... Right now I've been running for 30 minutes, so for another 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Hey, Elian. Elian. Yeah. Elian. I heard alien when I said it. Came for the Cmike, stayed for the chill music. Yeah, you know, son. That's what it's all about. Just relaxing. I got some chill music. Copyright free. Some chill rain. Put some brown on this dude's belt. Feel better about that. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Just chill out, do some homework, relax. I'm here to remind you to chill out. I did do the belts. I just forgot to do that one person's belt. Sick. Dude, I gotta finish eating that cookie. This pike guard doesn't have a top knot, so it's just straight to the scarf. I think I got this one done. Going on to the next pikeman. I see a patch that I can get. There we go. Welcome any new viewers. I'm here to just relax and chill. Go ahead and enjoy the music, enjoy the rain, enjoy the painting. I'll be here for a few hours. Don't be afraid to hop into the chat. That didn't happen. There we go. Oh, fancy goblin. It's hard to keep him in focus. You know those moments when you just do something well enough that it impresses yourself? I feel like I just did that. Another pikeman down. Moving on to the next one with the white. See if it'll look better. That looks better. What fell? Nothing fell. Okay. I'm losing my mind. Oh, only one of the pike guard have a top knot. moving on to the shaman. So they got, let's get a little close up. So we can see that they have robes. Those are going to be painted white to go purple. There's a sash on the bone sword. I'm going to paint that white. And then, you know, I might even do their hair. No, I'll do the hair a different color. I think I want to go more of like a reddish orange for their hair. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can showcase the palette. So, this is it. That's what I got. So we're going to be using this purple wash to cover up the whites, and it's really going to make it. I learned that this is the right way to do purple. It's painted white and then wash purple. We have our leather brown right here. That's covering most of the brown. And then we have a army painter's weapon bronze right there. And then we got the white. The green was actually the primer that I sprayed. Something like this. And the minis themselves, let me pull them out for you. Oh yeah. So this is how the minis started. And if you want to get these goblins, I have links in my YouTube description. And the full force right there. I think this is about 16 or 17, and then then today even more showed up, so I have to prime those and catch those ones up too. And I'm just doing, I usually, when I paint, I try to do one or two at a time, and I usually like really focus on the details. But for this, I'm practicing just doing batch painting, just figure out how to tell a story with color theme across a whole group of them so they feel like a cohesent group when I put them on the table, but they'll have their own individual mechanics and individual flair to them. And by doing that, I've actually made a lot of progress. So I started by priming them all green, doing a brown pass on wood, leather, and dirt. And now I'm doing a white pass on all the cloth. And that white pass, like I've stated, will be washed purple. It's going to look really nice when I get to the wash pass. Until then, I'm just getting those layers on. This cheap brush is hitting the end of its road for accuracy. Just keep twisting it. Clean that up. Good. Let's see, where is... No, I got a whole bunch of them. There we go. Had to chip away a little excess. And I know that I've already done the copper pass, but the braided necklaces for the shaman are going to also be copper. But I want to save that for the fine-tuned pass. Oh man, this cheapo brush. It is. Out of here. Come on. You can make it to the end. I know you can. And note, I've used this brush for the brown, the white, the copper, on all of it so far. This one brush. This one super cheap brush. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'll look real close on this. There we go. So I got the back of the sash, but it's the shoulder that looks tricky. I say that and I just go for it. Yeah, that's gonna get painted a different color anyway. There we go. Nice. All sloppy and good. Cool. Not now. I'll take some gyoza. Allie ordered ramen, and I can't help but smell that ramen. But I don't want to slurp all over stream, so... Oops, sorry, that's a bit loud. So I'm gonna have some gyoza. Oh, yes. With my painted hand? Oh. So good. Urban ramen? You get this from Urban Ramen? Oh, so good. I love it. Dude, I'm goblin on these. So delicious. So good. Tasty. That's some water. Had some lime in that water. Ooh, tastes so good. There we go. What a wild ASMR moment. Truly. What's that genre of content where you stream what you're eating, like you're eating with a friend kind of thing? Mukbang or something? I feel like someone could make a channel about eating Renaissance food, like Renaissance fair food, and so many people would be down. I learned about this genre only recently. What a wild concept. Cool, I think I got the first shaman's white pass done. So we got that white robe and the white sash. A little sloppy around the necklace. Let's see, there it is. But the necklace is going to get turned into copper. Oh man, that shot looks so good. I just want to see. I just want to look at my own shot. This is like a $50 lens and it looks so good. I mean, it makes sense. Like, cooking shows are a thing, right? Sometimes cooking shows look so good you just want to eat them, and then watching someone eat it, it's kind of cathartic. I mean, then again, so is like Fear Factor, where you just watch them eat the grossest stuff. It's super cathartic. Or Bear Grylls. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of focus. I would read Asterix und Obelix during dinner. Yes. God. Oh. I remember the movie Asterix and Obelix. Just the food, so good. Movie did not age well, but great comic books. The roast boars look too golden. It's true. Oh yeah, the new 3D stuff. Like Pixar 3D, or yeah, I guess that's the what's the other example? Yeah, 3D models versus 2D animation and models. I just want to say, like, the Naruto ramen. I mean, any anime food. When there's a shot of food in any form of animation, oh, oh. Trying to get the front of robes right now. Oh. So we got the white sash. I went over some of my brown. Let's see if I can get it back before doing the cleanup pass. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what a swift move did I just do. Oh, so good. So swift, you can call me a Swifty. And you're welcome. That was one of my many jokes. I'm here all week. There we go. It's gonna feel right. Fingers stopped working. Right. Let's get this big king that doesn't fit whatsoever. I'm gonna go pretty much for the whole cape. This is definitely what this brush is meant for. Oh, Sigma, thank you for subscribing. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Come to support my future mukbang videos. Are mukbangs like exclusively live stream, or can they be exclusively VOD? Because if they can exclusively be like edited VODs, then just go to the Renaissance Festival and get a nice microphone and just go to town with that. The King's Sigil. It's got a necklace. I haven't put much thought in that yet. I'll probably do some bone color. A full-on sigil, though. I don't have anything for this king. It's just easier to hold it. Thank you, Turbo. Trying to get in and around and under that cape right now. It's kind of tricky. I say that and then I just nail it. It's because you're watching. There's the focus. So, yeah, and there's no white really going on this big one. He's got a cloth up front. I didn't notice that. This is a really well designed and built mini. Super impressive. Like, between this king's legs, you can actually see the wooden chair model there, meaning the builder actually built the chair and then put the monster on top. It also says a lot about the print. Go. Clean that up. Okay. What's this box say? Kind of a club. Looks more like a mace. I'll bring it up close. Yeah. So. There it is. Nice little piggy. The back is just the cape. Yeah. Trotsworth. That's hilarious. Sigma. Only been to one fair, wherever the one is in the hill in LA. I have not been to the Los Angeles Renaissance Fair yet. I grew up in Minnesota, and I went to the Shakopee one. I even worked there for a few years as the squire of the royal guard, captain, the squire of the captain of the royal guard. I had a duel with another squire once to be for the right to be considered the squire of the realm. Da, 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 da. Ooh, got that. Yeah. I found a little cloth on the big boy. Getting that white. There we go. It's like just there. I'm just trying to get it. Once I'm done here, I'm gonna be done with the white pass. How long? An hour 15? Nice. Cool. This is, hey Lincoln, this is for D&D. I have not done the SCA. Okay, let's see. Next up. I'm gonna do bones. Because there are bones on the kings and the shaman. Oh, bent my leg. Oh, it feels so good. Okay. Put the white away. Skeleton bone. Little yellow. Hey, son. I borderline don't want to use the cheap brush right now because it's kind of, it's in a state. Let's put it that way. There, now you can see. Oof. I'll retire that one. That's why I bought a pack of 50. That fell right off. Perfect. Bones. Alright, who gets bones? Shaman. We're going with shaman first. So, for the shaman, we have the skull that it's wearing, and then there's a skull up top here. And we have the sword I'm gonna make these bracelets bone as well. Cool. I don't know what this is. Ignore that. Thank you, little yellow. Oh, the smell of a Sharpie. Alright. I think I could have put some white on the staff. I'll come back to that. Fun cooker, yeah. Paint. The games are fun. Painting the minis are fun. It definitely helps to play the game, so that way you're like, what should I paint? Well, other than just making a character and painting it, as a learning DM, I started with tokens, and now I want to start filling some sets out. So I know what sets I go to, like goblins and skeletons. So I'm gonna paint my goblins and skeletons. It is super relaxing and a lot of fun. It's my zen. As well. I'll fine tune that later. I have thought about 3D printing lock. I don't have a 3D printer. In fact, all these goblins are 3D printed. I really like them. 3D printing is amazing. I think if I was to get into 3D printing, one, I would want the space, because I don't have a separate room, and I know that 3D printing can get loud. So if I was to get into it, I would want the space for it. But I'd probably 3D print my big bosses you know? Like, big bosses. Because that's where it gets really expensive, whether you 3D print or buy or stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, that's where it's worth it. Or the most random things. Like, get little masks that you can put on your minifigs that are mind flare faces with the tentacles, so that way any mini can turn into a mind flare. The largest fig I've ever painted. I was painting a gargantuan red dragon. It's not finished. I stopped in the middle because it was getting frustrating, because the wings weren't connecting correctly, and I didn't. So it wasn't working. And I think this bad boy is the most successful kind of big mini I've painted. But let me show you something. I got this in the mail last night. Take it off the plate. It's smaller than I wanted. This is technically gargantuan, so it's pretty big in D&D. But I think it's too small for what I want. It's pretty dope, though. It's a giant octopus. It's technically the Kraken. I really like it. I messaged the person who printed this and sculpted. I was like, hey, you know, I kind of want this doubled the size. So, and this will just be a baby Kraken. Because for me, a Kraken, or there is no a Kraken. There's only the Kraken. And I really want a big Kraken. And then on Thursday, I'm going to show you probably the biggest mini I'll ever get to paint in my life. Straight up. It's huge. I'll have to move the cameras and readjust my entire desk just to paint it. I'm probably going to take a few streams to get it all the way through. I'm going to try to prime it tomorrow. I mean, does low poly mean low quality as well? Because it feels like it would be fine. Hey, Coffee Mecca. I hear the resin for 3D printing stinks. The gray resin, whatever this is, for these goblins, doesn't stink. The white one for that Kraken stinks. That's for sure. How do you mount that? It does have a base. The Kraken does have a base for it. I have to glue it to it. I kind of like it without the base. It's kind of like all over the place with it. It's very blocky lock. Okay. In liquid form, yeah. trying to get the teeth of the skull helmet without getting a goblin underneath. It's kind of looking really cool, right? There it is. Ooh, did I get? Did. I messed up. No, I messed up. There's no going back. I'm pulling out a small brush. I'm breaking the format. You can tell this is an extremely small brush. Hey, with a show of thumbs up in the chat, who has air conditioning? Yeah? Well, I don't. I don't have AC at all. I don't think I've had air conditioning since 2012. Maybe before that. It's hot. It's just really hot right now. That's why I bring it up. And I live in Los Angeles, so it's even hotter. How do I survive the smells and all? The smells aren't bad. I have an air purifier. I have a fan on top of my bed, and I have a really small silent fan. That's it. But my fan isn't on me right now, so it's really warm. Dude, going into a movie theater is like heaven. So much air conditioning in a movie theater. Oh, Arizona? Heck yeah. Arizona, I mean, is it just Phoenix or in Arizona entirely? Did they make the mandate that it's all daytime activities have to be at night because it gets so hot? Air conditioning once broke down in my studio. Had to rest my feet on a watermelon. Going for that bone sword right now. Once the bone color got on this mini, it really started to look good. Can't wait for the wash. What's my favorite creature in D&D? As like a playable race? I mean, I've played a dwarf. I play currently a treant, which custom made. I'm about to play a fairy, which is fun. A rogue fairy who has a pouch component, like a magical one. So I put in money, the cost of the component, and I get it. It's an arcane trickster, I think. And I'm just about to start playing the fairy. And I have a slingshot that if I shoot more, I shoot money out of it. And the more valuable the money, the more damage I can do to somebody. A fairy can fly. A fairy rogue can fly 105 feet in a single round. It's kind of nuts. And I'm like 11 inches tall. So I'm excited for that. And then I play a human wizard in a Curse of Strahd game. Human I really like. I like not having dark vision. I like being told and described to how spooky the room is. Dark vision kind of cheats it out. Triple digit, and so Arizona gets into the triple digit for the heat. Yeah, air conditioning is definitely necessary. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Locke. Oh, I also played a Mouseling Rogue. Mouselings are fun. Fun and adorable. If you were a dragon, what would your horde? Oh, my horde has a dragon. My players just killed this big green dragon. So I kind of played a dragon, and I had a horde. I had an entire 30-foot diameter floor fill of gold. Health potions. I would say my hoard would be the bodies of my enemy, and I would charm and manipulate and mind control those who survive. That'd be my hoard. Ooh, classic. Mage wizard. What? Mage elf. Yeah, solid. So yeah, what I like about the idea of an elf being a mage is that I feel like it comes more natural to the elf, whereas a human kind of got to struggle a little bit. They have to read the books. Like, humans make more sense for wizards and warlocks, while sorcerers in a lot of ways feel like they're elves and tieflings and other more magical creatures. Obviously there can be a sorcerer human, but the feeling, you know, the fantasy feeling about it, that's what I'm talking about. Even these casters. Let me bring it up. I have written down my Goblin caster NPC cards. No, I don't. I have it written down on a notebook, not on my computer. So when I DM on my DM screen, I have clothespins for initiative, and on those I have on my side I have 3x5 NPC cards. It has their name, a signature feature, class and creature type, and then I have just like 6 important things on there. But then I also have very important abilities. So like my Goblin casters, they all have the Warcaster feat, which means attack of opportunities, spells. Also means advantage on concentration. They have failure, so whenever they fail a check or a save, whenever they fail a check or save, their bonus increases by the number of allies within 30 feet. They have dark vision. And then what I do for my casters as NPCs, rather than like building a whole character sheet, I give them 3 offensive spells, 2 offense spells, 2 defense spells, and 2 utility spells. And they can only cast each one once in combat. I've never been able to use all 6. So my Goblin casters have, for offense, Acid Splash and Witch Bolt. Defense, they have Mage Armor and Aid, so they can give some temp HP to a few creatures on the battlefield. And then for utilities, these little guys have Spare the Dying and Bane. The reason I picked those ones was if you're going to be a shaman of like a tribe or like a part of a kind of a militia group, you're going to have some good defense and good offense, but you're also playing the kind of the cleric of the group, and I really like that. And then I just like what felt goblin-y and didn't feel like super powerful. It's going to feel powerful to my players. It's going to be like, what? This goblin has Witch Bolt? I'll be like, yep. Solve this puzzle. And now that I have my 3rd shaman, My throat is dry. That's what's my problem. Justin Films. Currently playing a Tempest Cleric in 5e in a homebrew pirate campaign. You and of course my friends who asked got me into playing, and I want to say thank you. Ah, you're very welcome. It's Julius. Oh, I feel so good. That lime water. I'm happy you're enjoying it. Okay. Alright, looking at the shaman. I think the shaman is good. Move on to the next one. Dude. Just look at that. Putting the bone color on it. It looks so good. So I don't know if they killed a cow for the skull on the shaman stick. I kind of want to say they took the horns off a bull, a cattle bull, or a bison, and they stuck. The skull almost looks like the skull that's on the stick. Almost looks like it's from a kobold, which is very interesting. Kind of gnarly. Green gyoza, green water, green goblins. Yep. Green shirt. You sure it's not St. Patty's Day? Thank you, Heavy Metal. Crusaders. Crusaders as in like the religious crusaders, or crusaders as in something that I'm not, like that's something that's going over my head in references? Carbone, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, Templar. Yeah, I see that because of the white robes. Just you wait. Wait till I get that purple wash. How long have we been going? For an hour 49? Alright. I think after the bone, I'm gonna do the purple wash on the whites. Because I've been talking that up for a few days now. Sloppy. Yeah, that feels more right. I want to put some more bone on that staff. Goblin, how are you doing? I want to know how you're doing. Ooh, almost went for the eye. Here's a random thought for everyone. I feel like if more people listen to Disney songs, like the musical numbers, more often, the world might be a nicer place. Do you frequent any specific mini painting channels? I'm on a Discord full of some. Let's see. Which ones that stand out to me? Black Magic Craft, I used to watch a lot. I don't watch a lot anymore. Unless he's doing something like a big project. I'm gonna bring it up. You got my brain working. Because I do. I just don't remember the names. Because I just wait for them to pop up on my feed. Let's see. Painting Mini. I'm going to go to subscription. Dungeon Craft is a good channel. He doesn't paint anymore. He talks more about dungeon mastery, and it's still really good. Let's see. Let's go to home and see if I can get that recommended. Here we go. Real Terrain Hobbies. The most insane projects. RP Archive. These are more crafting channels. And then Miscast. I feel like the reason why I would watch a edited mini painting video is because, like, they're speed painting 40 orcs or something like that. I'm like, how are you doing that? I want to know that technique. Or it's about the... Yeah, I think I would watch edited painting videos more about the technique and try to learn from that versus watching and like relaxing and feeling it out. Those I'm more about crafting because I love to see it come together. That's why am I out of focus? There we go. That's why I think painting is a great live stream. And why I put a little bit of music in, like the rain sound in the tavern in the background, is because it's, even as a VOD, you can come to this and just chill and relax. Black Magic Minis, yep, Miscraft, RP Craft. I know these names, but Miscraft, Black Magic Minis, I think I know him. Black Magic. Any. That's the Black Magic Mini switch from Black Magic Resolve, apparently. There you go. Yeah, Black Magic Craft. Yeah. No, RP Craft. Yeah, no worries. I read half of your comment. before I read the second one. Khalil? Did I say that right? Khalil? It's 1:30 a.m. here in Brazil, but I came to see you. Hope you're having a good time. I'm having a great time. Thank you for asking. Don't forget to get your rest. I don't know what your clock is like, if you work at nights or whatever, but don't forget to get your rest. It's important. Okay, we're getting some delicate stuff here. Did I get the inside of that? Yeah, I did. So close to being done with bones. I really want to show you that purple wash effect. Just tuning in looks great. Haven't really seen too much figure painting content. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dan. Like, it's chill. It's relaxing. If you're interested. Might be, yeah. Ninjan. I'll look it up. Galil, my internal clock is kind of upside down right now. But you're right. Miss good night's sleep. You know, the best feeling is waking up just at the end of a REM cycle at, like, if it's timed right, like early morning, like 5 or 4:30, 5:30, somewhere around that range. If you get up just like as the sun is rising or right before the sun is rising and you feel super well rested, it's the best feeling. You're like ready to tackle the day, and it's early. I should toss it out there. This video is brought to you by patreon.com/fablesd20 and all the backers who make the ability to buy these minis and invest in this nice equipment and enable the opportunity to make this content. If you want to be a backer, there's a link in the YouTube description below. And if you want to hang out off stream, we have a Discord in the description below as well. painting this skull bone is so cool. I'm really excited for when I get to do my skeletons. Because I have a bone primer. Just prime all the skeletons and be so close to being done right away. Such a cool color. These look like almost like evil Charmanders. Cool. Double check where else I can put some bones on this guy. Let's see, I'm gonna do a purple pass on... I missed a white spot on one of the archers. I'll do a purple pass on one of the archers. The hooded ones. Neat. Dan, sure seems like a lot of work painstakingly painting all your pieces. Yeah, man, it's... but it's so fun. When somebody pulls out a good set of painted minis during a battle, it's one you instantly know, like, wow, that's awesome, they made that. And then you get that feeling as the person who painted it. But then the process of painting is so zen. After a hard day, why wouldn't you want this? Okay, so... just getting under the hood a bit. Patching this archer up for being ready to be purpled. patch up any white spots, because the white is what's the most important right now. And then if the white falls onto like some of the green skin or whatever, I can fix that later. But you really don't want to touch up the white spots once you go purple. Cool. There's a spot. It's really in the cracks too. Okay. Sick. All right. You ready for some purpling? That purple wash. Okay, purple tone. Is that weird looking? I think it's weird looking. Alright. I've never done a wash on this big of a brush. I'm kind of afraid. Purple it up. So, to set the stage, let me get a little bit closer. So, everything that you see that is white on this goblin, get out of your cup. Everything that you see is white on this cup. What did I just say? Everything that is white on this goblin is going to be turned purple. And to do that, I'm going to use my wash, purple wash. Why do that over just painting it purple? The point is that the white will allow it creates kind of that depth where the deeper crevices are pure dark purple, and parts of the purple that are being hit by light is much lighter. Whereas if I was painting it pure purple right away, I'd have to go an extra mile of work to get that same effect. So, yeah. There we go. All right. Here we go. And then you just want, you kind of want to slightly overdo it, but you also want to just go with the lines. You want to follow the lines, especially if you're doing cloth. And the reason why you kind of want to overdo it is you kind of do want blobs and chunks sitting in the shaded spots. Inside that hood. Neat. So just the hood alone, I'm gonna get a close up for you. So you can see those lines that give it the sense of fabric, right? Those lines. You can get that if you painted it purple straight, but I'd have to do a few more passes to get it there. Whereas if I paint it white, I'm kind of playing an opaque kind of game. Transparent game, not an opaque game. So yeah, painting it white first, and then putting the color wash on there has a much nicer effect. And I really like putting, it really looks like a green goblin, like inspired by Spider-Man. Jump to the feet. Again, you want a little more than you want to use more than you think, so that way you can blop it up and it can sink into the cracks. If it's too much, just move it around to a good spot. And the beauty about having all my goblins have purple cloth is once my players know that I have minis that are green goblins with purple cloths, I eventually just have to start mentioning, you see a purple hood move around in the bushes ahead. My player and their character who have fought goblins know that purple is a sign of the goblins. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. It's a little cartoonish, but I like it. It makes it mine. There it is. It feels good. Like, it feels good to look at. But now you don't want to touch that up. Gold bow handle? Oh yeah, I haven't painted the handle. I don't know yet. Maybe bronze. While I'm here. Oh, you know, I'm gonna put bone on the handle for the bow, actually, to get some bone in on this mini. Yeah. Wherever I can put the bones, that'd be great. I'm gonna make the arrow tips bone as well. So you remember that moment in Lord of the Rings when Legolas picks up the arrow and goes, "Goblins." Why? How could he tell the arrowhead? You know? Why not make the arrowheads bone? Bone is a renewable resource. It's very replenishable. Or replenishable. Cool. Boob man dude. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. I'm streaming right now both on YouTube and Twitch. My archer looks great. Thank you so much. I had a busy day working, shooting on a green screen all day. Got a lot of great, amazing footage. And I just need to relax at the end of my day, you know? So, carefully take this guy out. Let's put some purple on a shaman. Yeah. Yeah. My finger's not squeezing it open. My fingers are tired. Alright. Once the shaman's white cloths are turned purple, I can actually put the copper, the bronze, on their necklace. Oh yeah, instantly. So since I'm painting a wash with a wash, and I'm not doing like this massive wash pass right now, I have to be careful that I don't put purple on other stuff. I mean, I guess, you know, if I make a mistake, I can clean it up. That's the point of the cleanup pass. But still, I want to avoid it the best I can. So I know these paintings, these minis are for D&D, not Warhammer. But a lot of the idea of painting an army with a similar theme or design comes from Warhammer and Warhammer painting. It's very rare that you're going to fight an army or like a large militia force in D&D. You know, it's up to the DM. But to have a coherent painting style for your forces is a inherently Warhammer and military tabletop gaming thing. more than it is a D&D thing. But it really doesn't matter at the end of the day because it just looks good and people are going to love seeing it at the table. Cool. Get you a close-up on this. There's that shaman with that purple. Yeah, looks really nice. Let's sneak in, almost lost my brush. Let's sneak in that bronze necklace, because I'm really interested to see what it looks like. You're completely out of focus. There we go. So just super simple touch. I might have to redo this. The bronze necklace, because other washes are going to get put on. But I just want to see it. Oh yeah, the bronze necklace works super well. Super well. Goes a long way. Makes me want to put more copper on the shaman. There's no good spot for it. That's fine. Cool. So we know what that looks like. Cool. I'm kind of in the mood just to keep doing some purple. Let's get there's my focus. Let's try to get a pike guard. Some purple. I need more purple. Copper horns, maybe. I was actually thinking about the bone being mostly washed with like a brown, and then the horns get black. That's what I was thinking. Copper, maybe. much up here. I think all their weapons should be bone. I was going to do metal, but I think I should just go with bone. I think that's cool. Let's start with this pikeman. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Bone blade. Man, I need to find myself a bone saw. Then I'll be ready. Dan, I'll definitely check out Adam Savage's weathering video. The Broken Bone Tribe. Oh, I love it. Make the wrist guard some bone. There we go. I get some bone on his face. Oh, I got some of my bone on his face. There we go. Mister, you got a little bone on your face. You gotta clean that right off. I did not print the goblins, Boobman dude. So you can see on the scrolling text right now, these minis were purchased on Etsy. The goblin soldiers came from Mr. Spider Miniatures, and I got a lot of them. But you can get a code called Fables10 to get 10% off on purchasing some goblins, or anything from his store, I think. And then the kings I got at 2 other stores on Etsy. They're all linked in the description on YouTube. I'll toss it in there. And you can have fun with that in the Twitch chat. So that, I just sent you the link to the YouTube stream where all the links in the description are. gave the Pike guard bone wrist guards to make sure there's more than just one thing that's bone. It's pretty good. But yeah, that's the purple effect that I've been saying for the last few videos. It's really cool. I'm gonna do my bone pass on everyone. Now that I know their weapons are gonna be bone, got plenty to paint. Hey, you're very welcome. Yeah, they got, like, Mr. Spider Miniatures has so many good minis. And if you order more than once, I experienced this. I'll share it again. I shared it at the top of the stream. When you order a second time, because I ordered a third set of goblins, what's on this tray is 2 sets, so I just got my third as a second order. I also got as a gift, I got a troll, and I got a wolf. Thought it was out of focus for a second there. These are the first I've painted from them. I got my green dragon that I painted. It's a little young one. I have some of my hero minis, but I do have the Reaper Goblin minis as well. And they look more like raiders, and they look more like the Pathfinder goblins. They're neat. I'm gonna use them as kind of like little raiders. They're not part of the militia group. Ooh, almost put my bone in the purple. Never want to put your bone. You never want to put your bone in the purple. Never get your bone back. What color are the figures when they're fresh off the printer? The fresh off the printer, these goblins, they're like this. I recommend a primer. A primer is a good way to get a lot of color in at once. If you're doing black, that'll help make all the shadows when painting, just all the crevices, be black and ready to go. But I believe primer also helps, paint look good when painting. That's why you put primer on your wall before you put your paint on. I painted his arm. Too much bone. I'll fix it another day. So I don't think I'm going to get to finishing these goblins today or this week. Because all my different primers are now here. And I have to prime tomorrow my big, super big mini. And I have to get a bunch of minis painted in the next couple weeks. Get it ready for Fables of Refuge. The goblins are fun and great, but they're not in the current on-camera campaign. So I gotta take all these new Reaper minis that Reaper sent over and get through them. Yeah. I'm so happy that I'm making all the weapons bone. Makes it so unique. Boobman dude, yeah, it does mean a lot of painting streams. My goal is either Mondays or Tuesdays, depends on the days, and Monday, Tuesday evenings, one or the other, it's not both, and then also Thursday evenings, and then Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings are my favorite. Because I might go a little extra long on Saturdays. I gotta hang this guy upside down just to get in there. There we go. I still didn't get it. Sloppy. There we go. Yo. Look at those bone weapons. Looks so good. Well, Boomman dude, I can't wait. Ooh, where am I doing? I'm going here. Make sure you are either for Twitch following or subscribed. For YouTube, subscribe. And you can also join our Discord so that you're getting notified when live streams happen. Yeah, you can turn off notifications, just be part of the Discord and see that a live stream is happening. It's all up to you. But yeah, we have all videos uploaded, all types of live streams queued for the Discord. It's kind of the best place. I'm going super sloppy on this bow. Get inside that hood. What happened? There we go. It's a little sloppy, but it's good for now. Painting skills, love Dan. Painting skills, love all the color textures. Thank you. It's really entertaining and relaxing watching someone talented. Oh, thank you. Dan, the past year I've been watching YouTubers who just took on frequent live streams. Their rate of improvement of skills has been astounding. Awesome, you're pushing yourself into such a competitive space. Hey, thank you very much. It's really hard. I mean, look, when Fable started, I tried doing painting with Cmike originally. The hardware was not there, and it was so stressful to just make everything happen. So I just had to put this on pause until I could do it. And I mean, look at the first episode of Fables of Refuge to looking at the latest episode. It's a massive difference. Sure, we have the whole lockdown and we had to record from home for a while. But now that we're back at the table, it's a massive difference. And I'm trying to get music and sound effects working in there. So music for the live stream version on Twitch, and then in post-production, more unique music mixing and music editing and sound effects. And I just gotta get it right. It's hard. Hey, Cmike, would it annoy you? I do still talk to Ren. I hung out with Ren for the last 4 days. Now I'm getting sick of Ren. Yeah, all week we are shooting green screen photography for Son of a Dungeon over at Corridor. Because Son of a Dungeon is a Corridor D&D series that I'm directing with Sam Gorski. It's a lot of fun. They called me up because of Fables, and because I knew the genre, I knew how to shoot it. And I've been shooting Son of a Dungeon while also doing Fables. I'm going to be painting a wizard mini this weekend, but I worry about it getting too uniform, as I want it to be primarily gray robes, hair. Yeah. One, I would do gray. If you want gray robes, I would go with gray for the robes. then I would say go with white for the hair and beard. Then you have also your skin tone, which will break it up. You'll see that there's the face and there are the hands. The reason why I say white is because your wash, I assume you're probably going to do a black wash. Your black wash is going to look different on your gray than your white. What's another way to add variation to it? Then I would say you can add another, after it dries, add another layer of dark black wash on, let's say, maybe some inner clothes. You know, I'm assuming there's a robe and then there's some more clothes underneath. You could do that. And then at the base of the robe, I would do some brown wash after it's dry. So like the robe has picked up some dirt. And maybe do some brown wash on the ends of the sleeves. I'm just putting bones on the tips of the arrow for my archers, and then the handle of the bow I'm making bone as well. Huh. What was my favorite idea for a campaign? I have a campaign for me to DM, mostly prepared. I have a couple actually. It's all about which one happens first. But I do have an idea of saving Prince Ryan. I really want to play that. Tip of that arrow. Cool. Does that look right? No, I missed a spot. Okay. That's solid advice, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying the others on the Son of a Dungeon. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you've been enjoying Fables. It's kind of the situation where Son of a Dungeon happens because of Fables. I take everything I learned from Fables, I put on to Son of a Dungeon, and then Son of a Dungeon, anything I learned from there, I put on to Fables. We're coming near the end. Almost got all the bones. So creepy, just a massive bone sword. Like these goblins would have to kill something so big to carve the bone down to a weapon that big. Ooh, the color scheme. I'm just looking at them at the table. It's all coming together. It's great. White does look good, but I have my heart set on purple. Warm Rumbus, long time fan. How's it going? I'm painting. I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I'm out of focus. Yeah, Warm. So wherever you see white, not bone, but white on the goblins, that gets turned into purple. So they're all going to get that way soon. What just dropped? That was weird. Something fell out of my hand, and I don't know what it was. Let's see. Any good websites to where I can get D&D books? Maybe some D20s. Yeah, so you can, other than Amazon, where did I get my books? I went to a local game store to get my books, I think. There's Amazon. Yeah, those are kind of the big options. Then there's also D&D Beyond, so you can just get them digitally on your apps. And the app comes with dice, digital dice. So it's up to you. Dude, the bottom of this sword. Cool. Next sword guy. What is that? It's a hair. That might have been loud. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Just pounding through these. Alright, so have this swordsman, and then 2 axe And that'll be the, I think, the end of the bones. I think. Yeah. I see a spot that I missed. I don't even know if I'm in focus. Well, Warm, good night. Get some rest. Do it, Bearbly spoon? Is that how you say it? Bearbly spoon? You don't have any Game Stops or Game Shops. That's leaning into Amazon. There is a website. Let me try to find it. I'll try to find it by Saturday. There is a website that I really want to get some new dice. That I can buy a specific color for each sided die. So that way I can also say roll the yellow die versus the D20 or the D10. It's easier for newer players. I don't have airbrushing. It's kind of not... One, airbrushing is a bit loud, so it's not really great for streaming. But also, I kind of just want my hands on it. I love the fact that I have spray paint for primer. Saves me a buttload of time. But yeah, I don't have airbrushing. And airbrushing, I love looking at airbrush paints or painted minis. I like that this looks like it could have been painted 40 years ago, 50 years ago, you know? Same method. And having the mistakes of a brush contributes to that feeling a lot. Would I say no to using airbrush? Here's the axe guy. No, I would not say no. But would I use it as often? Probably not, because I have to set up the whole thing. It's a lot faster. Just pull out my brushes. If you paint too thick, can it hide details? Yes, but it's, while seeing it when you're putting the paint on, excuse me, it's very easy to gauge it and go, ooh, that's too much, and just keep brushing to pull it away and free it a little bit. And then, because it actually is, in my opinion, really hard to paint it so much that you remove the details. Because once you do your wash, just like what I did, the purple on the white, the details come flying back. Now let me show you the bone axe. You know how big that bone, that animal that bone had to come from. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big bone. That's also part of the point of a primer, is to help preserve details. Because once you start putting paint on it, the primer kind of bleeds through the paint job. So if I have a black primer on everything, my colors are kind of going to be a little bit on the darker side. If I prime everything white, my colors are going to be more on the light side. And a lot of professional painters say that you should not do what I'm doing right now, which is just taking the paint raw, and you should water it down, thin it, essentially, before putting it on the mini, so the primer can do even more of the legwork. That's fine. It really makes a really good looking mini. Absolutely. And I've tried it. And I still like just taking the raw paint and putting it on my mini. There's something just beautifully childish about it. Darian, hola. If you repaint, do you need to remove previous coat? No, I just paint right over it. What I'm about to do. I'll put some white because I messed up some of my white, so I'm gonna put some more white back on. Boom, done. I fixed my white. Because if you mess up, you have to be able to patch it, you know? I have the weirdest itch. Downloaded Beyond, and I'm seeing all these books, which is awesome because I want to be a dungeon master, and the campaign is based off a story I've been developing for a long time. Go for it. Go for it. Alright, so everyone's got a bone weapon. So, take for example, here's a shaman with the white robes, right? So what I do with my goblins, because I like the idea of the green goblin from Spider-Man, is I want them to have purple robes. So I'll use a purple shader or purple wash. And I'll get this. And I put that purple wash on those white robes. And it gives me a nice lighter purple. And you can still see the waves. And I'm going to do different colors of washes on different things. Like the bones, like the skull, are going to get a light brown wash to keep a lot of that bone in there. The horns, I'm probably going to do a black wash to just darken up the bone there. I might have fun with a different color up here, maybe a super dark brown, not sure. Yeah. Here's another example. So we got one of the archers with the hoods. Same thing, the white is going to become purple. And they look really cool and fun. But it just takes time. You know, I'm doing a batch painting, and I've never done a batch where you prime them all one color, and then you go through all the browns as much as possible. You go then all the white layers, and then all the copper layers. You know, you just do it in layers on all these minis. And it just takes a while to get to them all. But once you start getting to the end, you got a bunch. And you kind of want to do more broad strokes, and then at the very end you're doing small detail touch-ups. Nova Moonlight. Question: my friend is new to D&D and he wants to be just a werewolf. Can he be it? Yes. You can play if that feels overpowering to you, it doesn't match your theme or the campaign setting, you can, you know, negotiate, bargain. You can be a werewolf. But what's your non-werewolf form? You know, you can play that game with them. And do I have it on me? I'm gonna grab it. Hang on. That's a big chair. Hey, I'm super short now. There we go. So, this is my DM binder. And in the front sleeve, I have something that I made. Let me switch the screen. So I have this. It has a little flap to hang on to the front of my DM screen, and on the back is an arrow with some words to keep track of what my players see. But the point is, I can tell them what time of day it is visually on my DM screen. And if someone is hard of sight, someone else at the table can just say it versus me. I also have day of the month. Day of the month, my months go to 28 days to have perfect 7-day weeks each time. But you also see I have the moon cycle on here, and on the back says waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, half waning, waning crescent, new moon. So I made those because I'm crazy. And that allows me, especially if there's werewolves in the game, just some monsters running around. Hey, it's the full moon. You guys hear some howling. So, yeah, if your player wants to be a werewolf, you gotta think of the design on how that works, right? So they can't just always be in werewolf form, but you can make it. You kind of want to know why they want to be a werewolf, what that means in your story, what conflicts can you create because of that, and then start tracking the moon. Just be a werewolf, like no transforming. Okay. Think of the conflict. What allows this werewolf to be part of a party? What allows the party to let the werewolf be part of the party? Will that werewolf be able to just walk into any bar, any store, any town, you know? Do they have to be stealthier? This is kind of a mean backwards thing, but it's good story. Is them being a werewolf a good conflict for the campaign? Where your player loves being a werewolf, it's fun, but then you keep introducing social problem after social problem for being a werewolf. Werewolf hunters, monster hunters, other werewolf clans. Like he wants to be a werewolf and he enters another werewolf's territory. He's now made it very dangerous for other people. You know, think about that. That's where my brain would go. Alright, so I got, for the painting, I'm gonna cap this off. If any of you wanna keep chatting about D&D, tabletop, just want to hang out, we have the Discord. It's linked in the description below. If you want to support the channel, like many others are, there is Patreon, patreon.com/fablesd20. And let's just kind of check out what this milestone of the paints are. You'll see in the bottom corner screen. We have, I put my thumb in the bronze, and now I have a bronze thumb. So we have green primer, brown leather and mud. We have white cloth, which is going to turn purple. We did a couple examples of that. We have some bronze metal here and there. Bronze metal is more of like a poorer metal to be used as armor. And we got bone. We got a reason to put bone on everyone, and we turned everyone's weapons into bone. It's really cool. I think next, I gotta figure out what the color of the feathers of the archer's arrows are going to be, and then just straight up do a cleanup pass with some goblin green to clean up the edges and start washing. The kings, we'll worry about doing the 2 kings once all the soldiers are set. So we got King 1. Pretty basic, big, fat goblin king. And then we got a variant. So we will worry about the kings afterwards. So yeah. Gotta figure out what the color of the feathers are, and then clean up. Just small brush, just bloop, bloop, fix any of the sloppy work, and then just wash and finish. I think that could be done in one more stream, but that's not going to happen on the next stream. The next stream is going to be the big Chungus mini that Reaper sent me, and I am excited to show off. We're going to be doing a lot of nautical and sea-based minis for a few weeks. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it there, everyone. I have to get up early. I have more green screen footage for a D&D show that I have to film. And then it's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday? yeah, so it's Tuesday, so I'll see you all on Thursday, my time, Pacific time, being 7, maybe 8 p.m. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, day, morning, whatever suits you. Bye. That's an out of focus hand. That's not stop the stream. Yeah, I clicked the wrong button.